Hello, James from A-1 Roofing and Siding. This is Joel from JND SEO. Spoke briefly on the phone the other day, and I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online. I don't want to waste your time, James. I don't want to waste mine. I'm going to make this as quick as possible. If at the end of the video you want to hear more information, let's set up a 10-minute phone call. If not, no problem. I'm actually going to give you free tips in the video. You could go ahead and apply them to your site. First thing I do want to talk about is content. So just looking at your page, you guys really don't have much content here, except for this little kind of blurb here. And typically I recommend having about 1,500 words. The reason being is that Google will actually rank you according to how much content you have. And they recommend having at least over 1,000. 15 would be even better. But the second reason is that the more content you have on your page, the more keywords or keyword phrases you can put in that content. As an example, I put in roofing Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a really good keyword that's got a lot of volume attached to it. But the other reason is that this is what new customers would search if they were looking for services in the area. First thing they would see would be these ads. Companies are basically just paying to be seen first in hopes of landing some business. Next up, you're going to see these top 3 companies show up in this little preview screen here in the map section. And this is all based on citations, which just means these companies, citations are when you get your business name, address, and phone number all put together and entered into a directory site such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, just to name a few. And let's see, after that, then we're going to get into the organic section. There's going to be 10 results that show up per page for this, just as it would in any Google search. And these don't show up randomly. They all show up based on Google's formula and algorithm. And we now know that 2 parts of that are content and keywords. So what I'd like to do next actually is I'm going to rank these results based on our keyword. So we rank our keyword roofing Charlotte, North Carolina. Who did the best, right? So Charlotte roofing was number 1 for this keyword. Number 2 would be Baker roofing, and 3 would be Home Advisor, which is a directory. So next up, I'm going to take your website, a1roofingandsiding.com, plug it into a program I use called Ahrefs. This allows me to kind of see what your site's doing. I do see you guys are using your headers, which is really good. That means actually that you guys have your name up there. You could also put even a keyword up there as well, but this allows Google to find you a little bit easier. We look at the numbers quickly. You guys have 23 referring domains. These are just websites that have links on them. When people click those links, it sends them back to your page. The 23 sites you guys are on are sending you back about 241 links to your page. Next up, we have 31 keywords, just like what we put in as an example, roofing Charlotte, North Carolina. These are what really drive the traffic and visitors to your site. So the 31 keywords you have are bringing 8 visitors to your site per month. That's on a monthly basis. So let's take a look at the keywords and kind of find out where the traffic's coming from. All right, first thing we see, A1 Roofing and Siding, your name. 100 people do search that just like that. And you guys are in the 10th position. So we know that there's 10 results per page that show up. So being number 10 means that you're on the first page, but you are in the last spot on that first page. So ideally, you do want to be on the first page because we found 80 to 85% of people won't go to page 2. So you really have to be in the top 10 for any search you want to bring results in. People who search your business name and know who you are, they know who you are. That's going to be referrals mostly. You might even have a couple repeat customers in there. Could be people who saw some of your signage as well. These are basically all have to do with your name, but you also do want to bring in new customers. So a phrase like this, North Carolina Roofing and Siding, could bring in new customers. 50 people do search it, and you guys are number 15 for that, so middle of the second page. Like we know, though, almost nobody goes there, so you're not going to really bring in much traffic from this. In fact, I can tell you that all of your visitors right now are coming from basically your top 2 keywords, because those are the only ones you're on the top page for, and even this one here at number 10 isn't really bringing in any as well. So they're all coming from there. So definitely one thing I would focus on with you guys would be to add new keywords that are going to help new buyers come in, right? So let's just do a quick comparison with Charlotte Roofing Specialists. If we go ahead and put them in Ahrefs, 115 referring domains, 687 links back to their page. They have about 210 keywords they can be found for. It's bringing about 295 visitors to their site every month. We can see here they do, of course, have some headers there. Let's take a quick look at their keywords, kind of see where their traffic's coming from. First thing we see, Charlotte Roofing, location and a service. That's a good one. 100, number 1. Charlotte Roofing Companies, 70, number 1. Roofing Charlotte, North Carolina, 200, number 3, so top 3 still good. Charlotte Roofing Specialists, 50, number 1. Roofing Charlotte, 40, number 1. You guys get the idea as we go down. Mostly 1s, few 3s and 4s, but all top 5. So they're going to be getting probably one of the largest percentages of all that volume. And that's really why they're getting so many visitors to their site right now with almost 300. Think about it, guys. Even if we added 100 visitors to your site, which is really only 1 to 2 keywords that we get you ranking in the top 3 for, how many more calls would that be? Even if it was 20 calls out of 100, right? That visitors, and that's low. Let's say it's 20 calls. How many of those would turn into estimates? How many estimates would you land for jobs? You know, if I had 20 calls, you did 10 estimates. How many of those would you land? You know, depending on what your conversion rate is. If you guys want to talk more, 10-minute phone call is all I ask. I'll give you guys a call in a couple days and just ask what you thought of the video for a little feedback from myself. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Have a great day.